LevelMDiecast, bringing you Diecast haul today, episode 64. We're going to start it off with this Ertl F350 right here. This is part of their farm line, I guess you can call it. This was picked up at tractor supply stores. So I do have a lot of tractor stuff. I don't bring it to the channel, but I do have a lot of tractor stuff. But I needed some trucks for some trailers and stuff that I have, and didn't know that they made like a night edition. So this has blacked out wheels, which looks pretty good. There are no interiors on these models though, and then it's got a nice black front end on there. Ford on the grill. It's pretty beefy. It's pretty substantial. It's got the built-in fifth wheel hitch in there. It is a dually setup as well with a trailer hitch on the back. It is a pretty good scale, pretty good 1/64th scale. But like I said, no interior to it, and it's pretty expensive. Those trucks are like $10 a piece. I did get this one as well. This is a red one. They also make Ram 3500s, and they also make Chevy, but the Chevy's not a dually. Just the Ford and the Ram are the dualies. So I do already have the Rams though. I've had the Rams for quite some time, so just adding the Fords to the stable. So, and these are in open stock too. These are not blistered or anything. They come literally with that little tag on there that I chopped off. And that's just the way you get it. So, putting those at the top because there's just not a whole lot of space for something big like that. So, they're just going to live up there for it right now. All right, I did get one Matchbox car. This guy was purchased loose. This is a variation I've been looking for a very, very long time. This is the 5-pack Dodge Charger for Brazos County. This one with the D10s. So, been looking for this particular variation for quite some time. So, I'm really, really happy that I finally picked it up. I don't remember where I got this, but I bought it loose. I know that. Didn't get it from eBay or anything. I got it from, I don't know. It could have even been from a dump bin. I'm not really sure. I've actually had that for a little bit. I've actually forgot to put that in a couple of haul episodes thus far. All right. Moving on to some Hot Wheels action. I do have a lot of Hot Wheels stuff. I do have the newest Boulevard mix. So we're going to start with number 106, because that's where it starts. The Mazda 323 GTR. Brand spanking new casting for 2024. Brand new casting for Boulevard. This one is looking especially nice. There is the entire mix. This is the absolute newest mix of Boulevard. This actually hit relatively close to the last mix of Boulevard, which is interesting, which makes me think that we might actually get two sets of car culture back to back as well. I particularly like this one a lot. This one looks very, very good. Some details on the side. Full-time all-wheel drive or full-time four-wheel drive on the side. Does use the Aeroblade wheels. Very, very good casting. Details on the front look fantastic. Prints look good as well. Says icy and hot on the plate. Prints look good. You can see where the brake is on the corner of the taillight, where they do part of the pass with the side pass and part of the pass with the rear pass. I really don't like that they do that, but there is some print for the A-pillars. A little bit of print on the grill as well, or the hood. Details on the base look pretty good. T25, so we'll set that guy on this side. Get him up in there. Looks pretty good for a hot hatch. All right, number 107, which is the next one in the mix. Custom 01 Acura Integra GSR. I think this is the first time this casting is being seen in premium. Although it's not a new casting. We've had this casting in the main line for a while, but I think this might be first time in premium. If I am wrong, please drop a comment. Let me know that I am wrong. Okay to admit that. I'm not a big JDM guy, but I do like complete sets. This one does look pretty good. It says Gretty on there. You got your Toyo tires. Rays chasing Jays. So it must be something with this particular deco. There's a deco on the back. Little deal there. Must be chasing Jay's logo or something like that. Apologize for the lack of focus. Hot tag on the plates. The details on the back look pretty good. The Acura symbol is huge, but it does say Acura there on the left side, which is pretty nice. Just a white interior. Decos on the front looks pretty good. The gloss black base. Nothing fancy with that one, but like I said, first time, to my knowledge, first time in premium for that guy. All right, number 108, another brand spanking new casting. This is the Myers Manx. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. This one was already a peg warmer. You guys watched my haul video the other day. I had a buddy, he told me, he's like, man, this casting just feels really, really light, really small. And it's just because it's small, which makes it light. There is the base deets on the bottom. It does use that nice gunslinger red wheel. The front one is like super low profile, but I think it still looks pretty good. The details in the back are pretty average. A little bit of print in there. Bigger wheels in the back. This should have a removable top, which, let's see here. Ooh, definitely removable. Just if it's going to cooperate. See exactly how it's supposed to attach in there. Alright, it just got kind of hung up on there on the end, but there is the interior. It does have a spare tire on there. That is plastic. It's not metal, but it's plastic. And then there is the top piece. There is these little indentions on the side that it's supposed to snap in. For some reason, it just got a little hung up on this particular one. So you'd put the top in first, or the notch in the windshield first, and then just snap it down, and there you go. So really, really, really cool. I really like that one. That's probably my favorite from the mix. It's just going to be, but I really do like that Mazda. That Mazda's pretty cool. All right, another model that is a ultra peg warmer already. I've already seen this one hanging on the pegs. The Ford Transit Supervan. I think this is the best it's ever looked. But it is, again, this does not fit the motif of the current collector. And really, there's not a whole lot of collectability to this particular casting. But I think it looks really, really good. So I do think I have all of the versions of this. So I might do a Hot Wheels showcase for this casting because I think it's kind of cool. Details in the back. Again, I think this is the best we've seen this deco. Or I'm sorry, this casting with this deco on there. I think it looks good. Those GT wheels are really, really nice as well. A little bit of details on the front. I do like that casting quite a lot. All right, number 110. Yes, all the way up to Boulevard number 110. Di Tommaso Pantera Group 4. This is not a new casting. We've seen this casting before. As a matter of fact, I believe the first time we saw this casting was in Boulevard. So this might be a second run for Boulevard. So either way, we have seen this casting before. This is a very nice casting. This is the best it's ever looked, though. The first release was kind of a throwback racing deco. This one's a little bit more like resto mod deco, which I really, 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 really like. I think it looks super good. Black painted top there. Some carbon fiber details on the hood. The Pantera logo on the grill looks pretty good. It's really small and pixelated, but again, you're not going to be looking at it that close. Bigger tires on the back than the front. You see the difference there. And then, almost dropped it. There is the black painted base. I really like this one a lot, though. This one looks really, really good. I don't know. Now that I cracked that one out, that's definitely shot towards the top. I personally think this is a pretty solid set. I think a lot of people are thinking it's a weak set. These three are going to probably be easy to find if your store stocks them. Those two will be sold just because, for whatever people just have to buy that stuff. But it is what it is. All right, if you watched my haul yesterday from my peg hunts, I actually pulled this guy. So I actually kept the one that was already damaged, as you can see right there. So this is the newest diorama box set. There's not particularly a name to it. We have seen that H-Van before. That's not a new casting, but that is a brand new casting. Those are also not new castings, but they did throw Moon Eyes onto that boat because, they're trying to get people to like the boat, but the boat just doesn't fit the collecting motif. It doesn't at all. So it's pulled out. There is the actual official names in the back: Speedways, Classic Hydroplane, Citroen H-Van, and then of course the Toyota Stout Drift Truck, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Get the box out of here. All right, so let's just go ahead and get this done as we normally do. Let's just cut the rubber bands, get them off of there. The truck is also on rubber bands. We'll get the truck off of there. The H-Van and the boat are in like blisters. So these ones, not going to be so easy to get off. Give me a second. All right, we will kick this off with the Citroen H-Van. It was kind of a pain in the butt to get that stuff off of there, but there is our H-Van. This is Only the second time we've seen this casting. This casting did debut in the Disney 100th anniversary. That's the only time we've seen it thus far. It says race service on there. The future is our fault, it says. The future is our fault. Not really sure what the meaning is behind that, but I'm sure that there is a whole lot of deep conspiracy stuff about exactly what that is. It's kind of an interesting thing to print on a diecast model, but it is what it is. There is a engine down in there, so you can stick your finger all the way in there. It's all the way in there. It has a matching colored base. It's a matte blue. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing particularly fancy. I think the H-Van's pretty cool, but this one's been Hot Wheelsified, so it's like slammed. There's a big motor in the back and stuff. So it's not as cool as it should be. It's Hot Wheelsified though. This, on the other hand, is ridiculously cool. I mean, look at this thing. This is so cool. This looks so good. This is TRD on there. You got your Red Bull on the hood. It says race service. TRD. It looks pretty good. I really like this a lot. This casting looks fantastic. Turek on the back. A couple other decos there. You got some Mobile 1 and stuff. Super small prints, though. So you have one little piece of rubber band still on there. There is the base Dietz. Sort of stout truck. This thing looks just ridiculously cool. It's even got a little bit of print on the windshield. BC Racing 411 on there. And then there is the details inside the bed. This is a very, very, very cool casting. Very, very cool casting. Definitely worth the whole box set, in my opinion. I think that one looks really, really good. I really like that one a lot. So that guy up there. That's a pretty good one. And then, of course, there is a transport truck in it. This is the Speedways. It does have the moon eyes on there. I think a lot of people will be very excited to get the hauler right here. I'm sure they don't want to have anything to do with the boat, but I'm sure they would love to have the actual moon eyes hauler right here, which is actually really, really nice. Real clean stuff. Looks very, very good. And then there is the boat. We've seen this boat once before. It was in Team Transport. Not very popular. But, Hot Wheels has got to get their money out of it, so they got to use it again. It does come with this little plastic piece on the bottom just so that it can sit on the truck. It doesn't attach to it, and it does not attach to the truck. It just sits there. Just sits. It doesn't do anything. You slide it, and it falls right off. So nothing particularly fancy, but I will tell you that it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good sitting there just like that. It's not the best, but it looks okay. All right, let's move on to Hot Wheels Basics. I got in case. So I got in case, and I might have some in case. So in case, 2024 in case, brand new spanking casting, Holly, Matchbox 911 Rally, Matchbox. Losing my mind. Porsche 911 Rally. That one looks pretty good. This is a brand new casting for 2024. Get that guy popped out of there. This one it says Rough Roads Porsche. It's kind of like that Rothman's. Looks pretty good. I like the decals on it. Got a little bit of extra print on the front, which looks pretty good. The Porsche symbol looks pretty good as well. The little cargo area on the top there is part of the window. So not a bad construction for it. It does have wheel arches in there. Kind of lifted up. It does look pretty good though. I do like this casting. There's the deets on the bottom. Porsche 911 Rally. All right, next one up is the recolor for Mad Mike's RX-3. So the first one was in orange. This is a new casting for 2024. This is just the recolor. New color in white, the tuned RX-3. It's exactly the same deco, just in white. Still looks pretty good. The first one in orange had black wheels, if I remember. This one has gold. But not too bad for a tuned one. I actually do really like this tune direction from Hot Wheels. It's different. It's different in the right way, I think, in my opinion. Just works out well. All right, 2016 Ford GT Race. This is the Ford GT Race car. New for the in case as well. Not a new casting, just a new version in green with some black stripes on there. It does say number 17. Uses the PR5s. Looks pretty good. The wing is plastic. We've seen this casting in premium as well. Oops. Get that guy popped in there. All right, another recolor for this year is the Hero Hirohata Merc. I think the first one we saw was a two-tone blue. Now it's a two-tone green. So this is a new color for the in-case. This was a pretty cool casting at the beginning of the year. It's still a cool casting now. This is a super for the A or B case next year. So might be the A case is the super. So this one looks pretty good. Just in the two-tone. That's actually part of the base. So nice color break there. And then just a chrome interior. So that guy there. Brand spanking new casting for this year as well. Huracan Serato, the off-road Lamborghini. So brand new for 2024. Brand new casting. Brand new for the in-case as well. Has a little bit of prints on the front. Of course, that's 63, which is just everywhere with Lamborghini, which is fine. The over fenders are painted, so they didn't come out all that well. See, there's some orange underneath there. So not a very good print job on those. The little detail down in there for Serato. That's actually in the casting, and then they print on the top of that. So there are some pretty good details to this. I'm not a fan of the over fenders. This side looks much, much better. I wish they would have made that part of the interior so they wouldn't have to worry about printing it, but it's not too shabby. There is the deets on the bottom. I'm glad Hot Wheels made it, but that particular debut version is not that great. All right, another recolor for the in-case. This is the 87 Audi Quattro in black. The first one we saw earlier this year was in red. Now it's in black for the recolor. New casting for this year. This one is pretty nice. So I like the details on this one. Looks good. It says Audi Quattro on there. Prints on this one, not the greatest, but they're not bad. No prints on the back, unfortunately, but very, very good casting. Really, really do like this casting a lot. So we'll set that right there. Another new recolor for the in-case is the Porsche 904 Carrera GTS. Debuted in silver earlier this year. Now we do get it in red. This casting is okay. I really do like Porsche stuff. This one's just not that great. Casting's a little bit small. It's a little bit more, I guess, realistic that it's smaller, but it's just, I don't know. I really don't like this casting all that much. It does have lens headlights, which are pretty nice, and there's some pretty decent details to this, but overall, not a very good casting. But it looks good in red. Not too shabby. All right, next one up in case. This is the recolor for the M3 wagon. This is a new casting for this year. We did get this in blue much earlier this year, like 3 or 4 case codes ago. This is just the recolored version in red. This one looks way better than the blue one, in my opinion. I do like the half-down window. Such a cool little detail to it. Uses that newer lace wheel, which I think is very, very good. Fits the M3 perfect. Details on the front look pretty good. That is part of the interior, so they get a nice color break on it. A little bit of print on the grille. And then that is also part of the casting, so I think Hot Wheels designers are getting a little bit more clever with how they build castings so that we don't have to worry about trying to get so much detail in them. They can just kind of do a little bit more, status quo, and it kind of works out. All right, another recolor, Vespa 90 SS Super Sprint. This is new casting this year. It did debut in red. This one now in a kind of a bluish green kind of color. So get this popped out of there. Looks pretty good. It's got that spare tire in there. It's got an integrated kickstand on there. A little bit of print on the gas tank. Looks pretty good. More details on this side. Might be able to see that a little bit better, but it's super fine print. But I think they did a great job with all the details of this. That is plastic piece, which is put in there for the tail light. So very nicely done with the prints. And then, of course, that is the little steering wheel or little handlebars up there, which is a separate color. All right, I also have one from the previous case. This is the M case. This is one that I was still lacking to get. This is the 73 Honda Custom. Very, very cool with the 3 spokes. I really like the 3 spokes on that one. So get this one opened up. Nice classic hatchback. I do think this one is in the newest Japan Historics 4, I think. Might be an orange. But I don't have that set yet, so still working on getting that set. But That one looks pretty good. I think this is really, really nice with the 3 spokes. The 3 spokes actually a really, really cool detail as well. This one is just a casting that I didn't have yet, or the version I didn't have yet. Hot Wheels 4-track. This one's old. Look at that. 2023. This was a recolor from last year. I just realized I didn't have this one in white. So it's really nothing fancy. Just a generic casting. So I'll throw that guy up there. Also picked up the Audi wagon from the newest pop culture. Still missing that Barbie C8 Vet. But at least I finally found the wagon. The Audi wagon. So we've seen this style of deco twice before. It's been on the RS2 and it's been on the S4. So I really like that they keep that theme going. So it says Forza RS6 on the back. Yes, it is for Forza, but the deco itself is an Audi deco. This is not exclusive to Forza, but they're doing it for Forza because it's, you know, it's that thing. All right, we also have a track fleet here. Having a little bit of issues with the lighting. I do apologize, but I do have this one right here. This is the Roger Dodger. This is a new casting for track fleet. This is the mix that has that Volvo 240 drift wagon, but man, I can't find that wagon to save my life. But we do have this one, the Roger Dodger. So we'll get that one opened up. Get the trailer separated. Oh man, they're so difficult to get the trailers off. This one just doesn't want to let go. It does come apart. You can see right there. I can't get it to let go. So there is the truck, which looks exactly like a Roger Dodger, just kind of squished and truck versioned. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like how the exhaust comes out here, goes to the smokestacks, which is insane. There's one stack for every cylinder, which is just bonkers. The white wheels look pretty good. Those are the Steelies. And then there is the trailer. It says Semi Roger Dodger. 1968. Of course, it's 1968. It does hold a car on the back. This is meant to go on the track, so there has to be a ton of movement in the fifth wheel hitch. And then there is the base Dietz. Trailer is metal on the bottom to give it a low center of gravity. And then the model itself is heavy on the front side so that it gives it some speed on the downhills. So they do design those with that idea in mind. So not too shabby. All right, I did pick up a couple of M2s. Yes, I actually picked these up together. There is the Frozen Black Pearl Edition trucks. So I only picked up the Dodge, the Adventure 150. And then, of course, I pulled the Chase. So we'll get the regular one cracked open here. There we go. Yada, yada, yada. All right. Comes in the acrylic box as you'd expect. The acrylic box will pop open, hopefully. Oof, man, super stiff. So there is the truck. The paint is not all that great. They do boast about it being, you know, this frozen black pearl. It doesn't look all that good. I'll tell you. It's basically just matte black paint with like silver speckles. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to get something new, but it doesn't look as good as the name indicates. Is probably the best way to state it. So we'll get this guy off the base real quick. M2 is a little bit ridiculous with how tight the... Oh, man. Oof. Man, they really torqued down these screws for some reason. So there we go. So there we go. There is our adventurer truck. Luckily, this guy didn't have any loose parts or, you know, things flopping around. It does have an opening hood. Although this one doesn't. There we go. I was going to say it doesn't want to stay open, but, you know, nothing particularly fancy. There is your base Dietz. And just in case you guys were curious, yes, we are going to open the Chase. So we'll get that off of there. There is the Chase. So this Chase actually does have a little bit of a tweak. See right there. So for now, I'll leave this on the base until I can get that fixed. But yeah, Not doing anything else with the Chase. Chase is staying in the collection. So I don't go for the M2 trucks for chases, but if I happen to find one, I am definitely going to add it to the mix. All right, the very last item I have, you guys may or may not have saw me pull this in my haul that I did the other day. I have been looking for this set forever. I had no idea this set actually existed. Came across it on eBay, and it was like $25 with free shipping, and I was like, man, they're like $10 retail. And I was like, man, I really don't want to spend $25 for that. I don't think that's worth $25 unless I can't find it. And so I've been looking for this for about 2 months, it seems like. And I just got lucky. I just got lucky to pull this one. This is the International Durastar Flatbed with the 90 Mercedes-Benz 190E. Easily the coolest elite transport, period. Hands down, bar none. Yada, yada, yada. Get this popped out of there. I am so excited. So excited for this. I love the 190E so much. It's easily my favorite Mercedes by 200 billion miles. All right, let's get the truck knocked out of the way. This one is actually pretty nice. It's pretty standard quo. Nothing particularly fancy with it. It has these little side pieces which are part of the window, which is an interesting look to it. Big bling wheels on there, but it does have dualies on the back. So 12404 is the number. I'm not really sure what the number's for, but this one says it is premium auto care. Of course, it does roll back and do all its stuff like that. So it does exactly what a rollback should do. And then a little bit of print on the back there says Maisto. So put that there. But this guy is the star of the show. This is the first time we're seeing the 190E casting in premium. This casting did debut in the just basic adventure wheels cars. Now, I will tell you, this casting is a little bit skinny. It's a little bit on the skinny side. And you can really tell that on the back side when you look at the casting. You can see how close the taillights look. So it is a little bit skinny, unfortunately. It's not as bad as it looks based on the taillights, but it is a little bit skinny. There is the print on the back, says 190E. 2.5, 16 valve, looks good. The the Wheel Rider wheels on there looks really, really good. So I don't know if I've seen that wheel yet. That might be a newer wheel for their premium line. This one looks really, really nice. Most of the premium stuff is screwed. This one happens to be riveted, which is perfectly fine. The prints on the front look good. See, the front looks perfectly fine, width-wise and everything. It's just the back. So maybe they should have made each taillight a little bit smaller. But, I mean, the casting is good. I mean, the overall casting looks really, really good. It's actually very, very close to Hot Wheels. There's just something with the back that makes it look too skinny. But I'm really, really stoked. I really, 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 really wanted this set. I'm really, really happy I finally found it. It looks just ridiculously good. So, I know it doesn't even fit on the screen. As a matter of fact, we're going to kick that Moon Eyes out. We're going to put this guy here. Just so that we can roll out with them. So there you go. That is the latest Diecast haul. It should be Diecast haul episode 64. I think I already forgot. But drop a comment. Let me know what you think about those. Let me know what you think about what I picked up. Let me know what you think about that 190E. And then, of course, our Dodge Adventure truck. We'll put that up on our Roger Dodger. And then, of course, our Chase right there that I got to fix. But that's M2 quality for you. It just happens all the way. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. LevelMDiecast.